The weather may be a touch on the wet side, but that hasn't dampened the enthusiasm of riders and spectators alike at one of Ireland's most popular motorcycle race meetings. Welcome to the Adelaide Insurance Kells International Road Races.
It's not just the racing that draws the crowds to this part of the world. Each year, hundreds of bikers take part in the annual ride-out, which begins at Kells in County Antrim in Northern Ireland, and then crosses the border to the town of Kells of County Meath in the south.
Yeah, this is quite a unique event, and I'm glad to say it was the Kells to Kells that started it. Because of our politics for years, it seemed nearly impossible that this would happen, and as you see today, it's growing year on year.
It is absolutely amazing. There's one thing about the people of Northern Ireland, as you know, they love their motorbikes, and an event like this, which is cross-community, cross-border, is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, well, motorcycle racing, there's a commonality right across the motorcycling fraternity, and it's something that can be developed still further.
It's also hands across the border for those who enforce the law, with officers from the north and south riding shoulder to shoulder.
This is the third year that the PSNI and the Garda have joined together to promote road safety on the roads in Northern Ireland and in the south.
We're delighted to be here with the PSNI to promote road safety with this charity bike ride from Kells here to Kells in County Meath.
The route covers a distance of 115 miles and takes around 3 hours to complete. This year, 400 motorcycles of all shapes and sizes took part. The route takes in many towns and villages along the way. But first, it's a trip through the capital of the north. A 30-minute refuelling stop at Sprucefield gave those who couldn't go all the way to the final destination a chance to return home, while those from the south could link up and take part in the second half of the journey. The final leg takes in the picturesque town of Ardee before heading along the N52 to Kells. A celebratory welcome for those at the final destination. And just as importantly, a lot of money raised for charity. So a good time had by all, and plenty of new friendships struck up along the way. Yet the Kells to Kells run isn't the only fundraising event this weekend.
We're outside the railway bar in Kells, and I'm pleased to say I'm joined by the organiser of the charity run, Johnny Landy. Johnny, first of all, why are we here?
We're here for a charitable classic run, which this year is in aid of the Irish Wheelchair Association. Every year we run it for a different charity, and just to show off the older bikes. We go out to the circuit across the Keel, we do 2 laps of the race circuit and come back to the railway bar in Kells.
And it looks like you've got a great variety of bikes as well.
We've got everything here.
Great stuff, well done, and the best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Time now, though, to move our attention towards the track.
Hello, I'm Cameron Donald, current lap record holder of the Kells circuit, which we're here at now, and I'm going to take you for a quick lap of the circuit and show you about. Okay, here we are at turn 1 of the Kells circuit, named the Kink this turn. It's an important corner to get a good drive off this as you head down to Hanlon's Leap, the big jump that's down the road there. The Kells Circuit is home to the two biggest jumps in road racing you'll find anywhere in the world, and this is the first one. Hanlon's Leap. You'll hit this in around 4th to 5th gear, taking off here and landing somewhere between 40 and 60 feet down the road there. Okay, here we are just under a mile into the Kells Circuit. We've just come out of the first road end and we're working our way up here into the fastest section of the circuit and actually the only left-hand corner on the track. Okay, here we are at the Kells Corner, which is the road end to the fastest section of the Kells Circuit. It's a spot for big braking moves as we head down through Kells Corner and work our way back up the hill. Here we are at the end of the lap, and only village corner between ourselves and the start-finishing line. So this is the corner, last chance for a big braking move, because once you come out of here, that's the position you're going to be in as you cross the flag.
Thanks to Cameron Donald for that fascinating insight into a lap of the Kells Circuit. Now, one man itching to get on track is right behind me, Michael Dunlop. He had a massive crash at the Southern 100. Now, before he gets clearance to go out on the track, he has to see the medical doctor. So, Michael, what's the verdict?
Yeah, we're ready to go again. Just get us a quick medical there and said everyone was all right, you know. So after the spell at the Southern was a bit sore, but I'm all right.
What do you remember about the crash?
Too much. I just remember getting in a bit hot and the back wheel, I think, locked on me. Then up the front end folded, and before I knew it was on the brick wall and out onto the road. It was a silly mistake on my behalf.
You must have thought at the time, no Kells.
Yeah, well, even as I come home the boat, I just thought myself I'm stiff and sore, but you know, freed up, you know what I mean. And I think I'll do practice and see how we get on. I feel all right. I'm still. If it wasn't for the size of me, I don't think I would have got away with the crash so lightly, you know what I mean. And I got away with it, and I'm happy enough.
Michael may have come away from Billown a wee bit battered and bruised, but one man who left with a smile was new Southern 100 champion Ryan Farquhar.
You know, the week started off pretty poor for me. We were able to turn that around, you know, coming away from the Southern. We ended up with 4 wins, you know, a couple of thirds and a fourth. You know, it's the first time I won the championship race from 2003, which is something I was really happy about. But we've come to Kells, and you know, I've had a few problems with some of my bikes. We've been on the road now for 3 weeks, and you know, they need a lot of work done to them.
It looks a cracking circuit. Is it a Ryan Farquhar type track?
Well, I've won quite a few races here in the past, and my bikes do need a fair wee bit of work done to them. They're maybe not just as sharp as they could be, but with a bit of luck we'll be thereabouts.
We've already heard the thoughts of Cameron Donald with regard to the circuit, but what of his chances of success?
Cameron, back at the Kells Circuit after a 2-year absence.
Yeah, haven't raced at Kells since 2007, so yeah, time for a refresher course.
How's confidence then after the Southern 100?
Yeah, good. Had a second to Ryan at the Southern 100, which is a great finish because Ryan's very on form. So Michael Dunlop had a little spill at the Southern, so we'll have to see how he rides here with a few bruises and bumps.
Got some great memories of Kells, haven't you?
Absolutely. I think my record stands at 5 wins from 5 starts at Kells and a lap record, so it makes me nervous just thinking about it actually with how hard the rest of the boys are pushing now. So I think we're going to be in for some good racing this weekend.